Hello there, Jim McCarter here again with Christian Nations Today. The question today is, what if Hillary Clinton gets elected and then becomes ill and Tim Kaine takes over as president? We better know who Tim Kaine really is in that event. The verse for today is 1 Corinthians 15:33. So you better know who Tim Kaine is and all about him, because he may be the next president if Hillary Clinton gets in and becomes ill. Did you know Kaine is among the top anti-Israel senators? Did you know he's the top recipient of PAC funds from George Soros, the far left-wing radical anti-Israel group with J Street? He's one of the only 8 senators who walked out on Benjamin Netanyahu, our close Israel ally, when he was giving his historic speech to the joint sessions of Congress warning them against the Iran deal. And Kaine's record on the Islamic threat here in America is even far worse. Listen, in exchange for campaign contributions, Kaine appointed a radical jihadist, Isam Omish, to the Virginia Immigration Commission. Omish runs a group described by federal prosecutors in 2008 court filing, and I quote, as the overt arm of the Muslim Brotherhood in America, end quote. Omish is the VP of a radical mosque that had the al-Qaeda operative Anwar al-Awlaki as its imam, and 2 of the 9/11 hijackers, and Adel Hazan, the Islamic shooter at Fort Hood, all of these in his congregation. And Omish is still a board member of the Virginia Immigration Commission. Omish was also chairman of the board of New Jersey Mosque with terrorist ties, including an imam whom the Department of Homeland Security warns to deport for having links to Hamas. As if that weren't enough, Omish pledged in a video to help Palestinians who understand that, quote, the jihad way is the way to liberate your land, end quote. When a state delegate wrote a letter to then Governor Kaine warning him that the MAS has, quote, questionable origins, a Kaine spokesperson said the charge was bigotry. Kaine also has close ties with Shamel Barzanji, who was the Global Muslim Brotherhood Watch describes as a founding father of the U.S. Muslim Brotherhood. Shamel first came on to the FBI's radar in 1987 when an informant inside the Brotherhood identified Shamel and his associated groups as being part of a network of Brotherhood fronts to, and quote, to institute the Islamic Revolution in the United States, end quote. The source said Shamel and his colleagues were, quote, organizing political support which involves influencing public opinion in the United States as well as the United States government using political action front groups with no traceable ties, end quote. Shamel was heading for prosecution, but Obama's so-called Justice Department dropped the plan to indict him. Shamel played a major role in nearly every Brotherhood front in the U.S. and was vice president of the International Institute of Islamic Thought, IIIT, which also came under terrorism investigation. What is truly chilling about Tim Kaine is his association with known terrorists is that indictment of Arian, who said the jihadist strategy was, and I quote, to seek to obtain support from influential individuals in the United States under the guise of promoting and protecting Arab rights, end quote. The quotes about Brotherhood operative Shamel's aspirations to use civil rights advocacy as a means to influence politicians are especially relevant when you consider the video from the event honoring Shamel. It shows Kaine saying that it was his 4th time at the annual dinner and thanking his friends there for helping him in his campaign for lieutenant governor and for governor, and then asked them to help him in his Senate campaign race. Like Hillary, Tim Kaine's affection for jihadists is a quid pro quo. He gives them cover and appoints them to positions of power, and they give him money. The Shamel-tied New Dominic PAC donated over $43,000 to Kaine's gubernatorial campaign. The PAC has very strong ties to the Democratic Party in Virginia, with over $250,000 in donations. This likely explains why Shamil's grandson served in Governor Malikoff's administration and then became Obama's administration liaison to the Muslim American community. The Middle East Forum's Islamist Money in Politics database shows over another 4,000 donated to Khan's Senate campaign in 2011 by officials from U.S. Muslim Brotherhood entities, and over another 3,000 coming from Shamil's IT organization. Now you know why Hillary Clinton chose Tim Kaine for her running mate. Kaine is as committed to and indebted to the Muslim Brotherhood and its associates as Hillary Clinton has been for laundering their money through her Clinton Foundation. The Bible says this in 1 Corinthians 15:33, and I quote, "Do not be misled. Bad company corrupts good character," end quote. See you tomorrow.